It's time. After working on our boat for the past 4 months in this local commercial marina, it's filling up for oyster season and we need to find a new home.
Okay, now as it starts to come backwards, Abigail's is going to get really loose. Your end will keep the bow in.
Do you want her to keep pulling it or not?
I want her to slowly let it go. Okay, Liberty, let go. Okay, you guys need to start letting go. Good job.
This is the first time that we've left our marina since our not-so-glamorous arrival from the boatyard that left me with a touch of anxiety.
Give me one of the poles.
That was terrible.
Could have been worse. Could have hit a super yacht.
Okay, yeah, we could have hit something worse than a piling, but we hit a piling and broke it off. I hit a piling and broke it off.
Square breathing, do
One thing they say that helps anxious sailors is to have them take the helm. It definitely helps me.
Looks pretty good so far. How's it going? Okay. We are off. How's it feel?
I'm doing square breathing. That's a technique for dealing when you're feeling a little bit anxious. So, yeah, I'm doing it. It's okay.
Natalie's hanging in there. She seems happy.
She's pretty good. I gave her a treat, so now she's sitting on me.
We're about 5 knots and we're doing about 121 amps in the batteries. I'm running at about 1100 RPMs. So I do have the generator on, which is helping. We're just keeping the batteries charged so that if we have any problems with it, we have more battery power at the end of our trip. Because how far are we going, dear?
15 something.
We're about 15 nautical miles. More than you would typically go on my battery power. So we're just going to make sure that the batteries are as fully charged as possible for as long as possible. So we just got the generator idling back there.
Okay, so we have to thread the needle through some of these, I don't know what they're called, gas pump things. They're sticking out of the water. It's kind of nervy. That one, just right there. A whole bunch of them around here. Have to go through and over. It makes me kind of sick to my stomach. Alright, so there's something wrong with our motor. Half of it's working because it has 2 motors and one of them isn't working. Todd's on the phone with Electric Yacht right now. We're still maintaining about 4 knots. We slowed down a knot. They're downstairs trying to troubleshoot and I'm doing square breathing again. But the reality is everything is good. Yeah, it's beautiful out here and the sea state is awesome and there's no wind, so we couldn't actually ask for anything better.
Shut everything down. I mean, I just turn it all off, shut it down. Alright, we'll do that and I'll give you a ring back. Okay, bye.
We're gonna do what?
Huh?
You're gonna do what?
Well, long story short, the original controllers that we had, one side had to have the positive hooked up and the other side went to the B+. Well, then he did us a favor because we were in the yard for 2 years. We pulled the motor controllers off and mailed them back to him, and he completely upgraded them and reprogrammed them and brought them up to the current standards. But the problem is nobody said that we no longer need to use the B plus, it has to be hooked to the plus on both sides, and the B plus doesn't get used at all. So I got one side's hooked to the B plus, and that's the motor controller that is not working. That makes sense. I just need to unhook the wire from the B plus and move it over to the actual plus and restart everything.
Can't we just get to the marina like this?
Well, yeah, we probably could. Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is, it'll only take me about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, but then I'm drifting.
Well, that's why I'm saying, are you in a good spot and in a wide spot in the channel that I could quickly shut this down and just change it over really fast?
No, because I don't know which way we would drift. There's
hardly any wind blowing. I'm just saying.
There's a thing over there.
All right, I need to explain how I discovered the fact we only had one motor running on this trip. Whenever you're sailing, whenever you're motoring, you periodically need to go around your boat and just check things out and make sure everything's working properly. First of all, I was doing a temperature check. Right here, our power splits and goes to each of the individual motors, and as I shot these lugs with my temperature sensor, I noticed that one of these was like 10-15 degrees hotter than the other one. So when I pulled the covers off, there is a light that was actually flashing a code. So
I'm right by a bunch of oil.
Right? I'm just saying, let me get ready to go, and when I'm ready to go, I just shut it down really quick.
What if it doesn't just shut down?
Well, then I could leave that controller unplugged and we would just use the one we have, but it'll be fine. What? So you need some more square breathing? Everybody in the audience, breathe in, hold. Slowly out. 2, 3, 4. Hold. You know, that's the square breathing. But anyway.
It's going to take 3 or 4 minutes.
No,
and then
it won't take
10.
long. It won't take long. I want you just to be in a good position. Let me get tools together and see what I need to do, and then we'll work it out.
Really, guys? Todd's joking and teasing me about square breathing, but it's really the only thing getting me through. We talked to some friends of ours that came over to this marina a while ago, and they said they had problems with their diesel, and they had to anchor like 4 times and work on their motor. So it's all good. Electric, diesel, apparently it's just part of boat life.
Tell me when you're ready. You go into neutral and turn the key off. We're going to try to do a quick change.
Quick change?
I got to move this right here to that lead right there, and hopefully that light will stop blinking and be solid. Cam, let's go! Alright, quickly doing this.
Can't see what you're doing, but okay.
Just get where you can get as close as you can. Okay, turn this one off.
This one.
You got that there? Alright, so now the hard part will be that we gotta have, this one's gotta be kind of bent in the right direction here, like this. Now, and it's gonna go through there, and into there. If I can find the hole, there it is right there. Okay. Okay. Turning this back on.
You done?
Okay. All right, dear, turn your thing on.
Why'd you have to go so fast?
Turn your key on.
Ow!
Give it some gas. Yeah. Now, let's get this working. Come on back here. Your green light is solid now. So I'm going to turn this on for my amps. And I'm going to be on DC amps. Huh?
Battery's 0.4%. Drop it back, he
Here, hold
says.
this.
It doesn't go up, it goes down.
Are we unplugged from the generator?
That's bad.
Yes, it is bad.
Wouldn't we stand it?
Hurry, way down low just so you got like 2.5 knots. Let me find another plug. You know where the other plugs are for these chargers?
Other plugs? No. Don't have a clue, Todd.
You can see this Delta Q has some lights on it. It looked to me like it was on the absorption phase of the batteries, which means that the batteries are all the way full and all it's doing is just keeping them topped off. And then when we shut the motor down and unhooked everything and rehooked it up, the monitor kind of went a little crazy up there.
We discovered that our batteries were tanking. Then he started making calculations and figuring out we couldn't possibly have used them all, and he made another call to Scott.
This is a shunt, and all of these chargers all go to here. They go out here, and they would go to the motor, the electric motor, or back to the batteries. Current sensor right here has an arrow with a direction on it. Well, this was actually turned around the other way. As the information was coming through this current sensor, it sends it back to the little monitor up on top, but it was confused.
This was all theory. Scott and Todd were telling me that, oh, if we keep this other number where it's supposed to be, then we will be fine. That this number, this percentage doesn't actually mean anything. But when you just keep watching it dropping and dropping and dropping, that is very disconcerting because we actually had no idea if that was going to work.
It's gonna be okay.
Hey, this is the Chuck Norris, man. That sucker will never sink or never die.
If we were going to have challenges with this trip, we couldn't have asked for a better day. The current was moving with us and giving us an extra knot of speed, and traffic was light and the water was calm. It was gorgeous.
Calm your soul. Hold my hand. Don't let go.
Found one! Wait! He was over there. I see. Can I name the dolphin? No. Oh, that one! That one! That way. She has a broken fin.
So,
Oh, I can see.
see these dots down here? See the 0? See that one dot on the right side? That means your rudder is already to the right. If I turn this wheel, watch how many more dots. See how many more dots come? And if I go back this way, they disappear, and then they will come out the other side. No dots lit. I'm running straight, but I need to turn to the right. So I'm going to turn the wheel a couple, just let 2 or 3 dots show up. Watch everything up here. This red line up here, it's going to start turning. You see how the bow, you look at the land, is turning this way? It's slowly moving. You can just leave the wheel alone and it'll slowly turn. Okay?
And Allie, you want to learn how to sail? I mean, over. Isn't that fun, Marina?
The 3.
This? 3%, don't worry about that. The number doesn't mean anything.
I'm really trying hard to.
You see this number up here? That's important. I'm so weak.
It was so great to see our friends waiting to catch our lines as we arrived. Boat friends are the best.
Right?
Yes. More to the right, Todd.
Is that on your mid-cleat, Tammy?
Yes.
Okay.
You look okay, Dan?
That's a good course. Just go slower.
Tell me if reverse or forward.
I'd go in reverse already.
Okay, throw a bow line to
Steer to the right if you can. There you go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Can you push off on their bow? There you go.
We need to throw a stern line to you.
Yeah, go ahead and tie the bow off. Come on, baby. She's a heavy boat.
Yes, she is.
Glad nobody was next.
Hey, Mom. Look at the turtle.
Here.
Oh, you see a turtle?
Yeah, and he's beautiful.
Oh, he's a
all
healthy
his
line.
markings.
Never seen one. Not one that good though.
Oh, we did it. What do
did
you
it.
think, Liberty? Was it good?
I saw dolphins
You did.
and turtle.
Was that your favorite part of the trip? What was your favorite part of the trip? Same? I thought it was just being with me.
Oh, well, it's here.
Denali enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Spoondrifter has entered the building.
Dolphins, dolphins! I saw dolphins. They're over there.
They are over there, aren't they?
This place is loaded with them. You'll have lots of dolphins.
All right, well,
Look, that's
the marina.
they're over there by the pole. I mean the green pole.
That really was a good docking experience, which I'm really grateful for, even though we had a few hiccups with the wiring things with the motor. We obviously got here, so we had plenty of power.
Well, and that's the thing. That's what shakedown cruises are for, right? You know, they're supposed to help you work through these bugs. But I had to put a clamp meter on going from the boatyard to the marina because it was our first time and it was kind of stressful. So it probably wasn't working there either.
Well, we know it wasn't.
So
it wouldn't
essentially, we got all the way over here on one motor,
have. No.
not two,
We got
One.
about halfway here.
more than halfway.
Yeah. So we will be back here tomorrow to do more boat work and also enjoy this beautiful, beautiful
I would call
marina.
this a step up in exotic places.
Yeah, boat work in exotic places. But we are on our way and we will see you guys later next week.
See you later.
Bye.